Yeah, she was built in 1939, and it was the third in a series of 12 yawls built by the Looters Company in Stamford, Connecticut, specifically for the U.S. Naval Academy at Annapolis for their sail training program. And she was used in at Annapolis until the mid-60s, I believe, and then they surplused all 12 of them out and replaced them with fiberglass hulls. And the hulls found their way to various Naval Reserve units and Sea Scout units, and eventually this particular boat was acquired by the Evergreen State College along with a sister ship. And at Evergreen, the sister ship was cannibalized to restore this one, and she was recommissioned in 1990. And she was participated in Tall Ships 2005, both in Victoria, Canada, as well as in Tacoma. And she's available for charter, hire, and of course our mission is to work with youth groups, youths at risk, and students at educational institutions, and provide them with traditional maritime skills and maritime history and an appreciation for the marine environment. She's 44 feet in length. She draws 6 feet. She weighs 12.5 tons. And she has a 48-foot hoist, which means that the mast is 48 feet above the deck and 58 feet above the waterline. Carries a lot of sail. And she's a yawl, which means that the mizzen mast, which is the smaller mast of the two, is behind the wheel instead of in front of it, and she carries a small sail on the mizzen. And she has 7.5 tons of lead in her ballast. That's the way you build sailboats, to counteract the moment of the wind against the sail. It provides a righting moment to keep you from tipping over. That's how come sailboats can sail what appears to be at a really precipitous angle with the water coming over the deck, and they don't. They're able to maintain that kind of an attitude. My reason for buying it was because of its history, and because I thought it lended itself for sail training, because one or two people really can't sail it. You need a fairly decent-sized crew, and it gives youngsters a chance to learn to, and people of all ages actually, a chance to learn how to work together and make the boat go. It gives them a feeling of self-confidence, and if people are a little bit timid about being out on the water, it helps them overcome some of their fears too. The sail training just almost automatically pulls people together and helps them to see each other in a totally different light. The boat will sleep 7, but they have to like each other. So you've got 7 people down here in and out all the time, and their gear stowed, because when the boat's heeled over, if the gear isn't properly stowed, it's going to hit the deck, and we end up with kind of a mess here. Right across from the chart table is the galley, and that's all. Everything is very compact and tightly set up in here. We have a 4-burner propane stove with a broiler and an oven as well, and that works quite well. And then a sink where we have fresh water in the sink, and we have provision for drainage as well to wash dishes and places to store pots and pans and that sort of thing. Our mission statement for the foundation is building character in America's youth through sail training.